Okay, thank you very, very much once again. Okay, on Zoom, we have Adrienne, please. Good morning, I think.
Hey, good.
Yes.
Hello, everybody. It's yeah, I'm on US East Coast time at the moment, and it's storming. Just to warn you, and there's a very loud frog and some ducks. So if you hear it in the background, that's what's going on. All right, I am a filmmaker and a content creator, and I'm based in Otatahi, Christchurch. I have two businesses, Cat House Films, and a marketing collaborative, Cat Marketing. Just to get rid of any confusion, I'm Kim Georgine. My legal first name is Adrienne, so that's, it gets used in these kinds of situations. I currently have a contract with Dock Edge Festival, and I'm their industry manager, and I'm also the chairperson of Te Puna Mataro, the Screen Industry Association. Do you guys have my presentation up and running? Oh yeah, sorry, I can see it. No. Do I just let somebody know to change? Fabulous, thank you. Okay, so I immigrated 20 years ago on a film and TV visa. I came from Hollywood, where I'd recently completed a development internship at A Band Apart, which is Quentin Tarantino's company, and I've worked in screen production activities for the last 25 years. I'm a writer, producer, director, and have created theater, TV, short films, music videos, and all sorts of stuff here in New Zealand. I've also done a great deal of market research strategy and content strategy, and including for Screen Canterbury and Zed. Can you change the thingy? When I did the market research, it was back in 2020, 2021. I interviewed multiple producers and commissioners nationally and internationally, and they all said the same things. There are two pathways to developing a strong and stable ecosystem: attraction of external production and development of local talent. The main reasons they traditionally have not come to Canterbury are that we lack infrastructure and we lack crew depth. We've got some really talented, experienced crew, but if there's one or two productions on at any one given time, we don't, we've probably used most of the experienced crew. So those are the misgivings that every producer without fail put on the table. What the main reason, or what that was the main reason they wouldn't base a production here. They would come here to do things like, film external or exteriors, location footage, things like that. But to base a production here, they had those concerns. So we answered with the Screen Canterbury and Zed production grant. And of course, as you probably all know, they came. So that was great. Can you change the page? Magic person who I can't see, sorry. Oh, thank you. The council invested $1.5 million, which resulted in 4 feature films, 2 TV series, 2 documentaries, and 1 very high-spec short film, which was using all of the latest game dev technology like Unreal Engine. Pixel donated a wall of screens. So we were getting into some bleeding-edge technology, doing your visual effects in camera, things like this, basically the wettest stuff, So that was exciting. The return on investment so far, we've asked Patrina to help us understand some of the numbers, because obviously we're not allowed to see all of the budgets, but I've been involved in a few things, and so I kind of know the budgets as well. But the return on investment is $12.5 million that stayed in our region. And there's 2 more projects that are coming up, a feature and a TV series, which will generate another projected $5 million, which will also stay in the region. Both of those producers are also locals, so it could also up the Canterbury crew that's actually hired. And that would take the total to anywhere from 17 to 18 million projected return on the 1.5 million investment. Other regions are now looking to do the same and have asked many of us to talk to them about how did this happen, so they could replicate Canterbury's success. So I guess one thing I wanted to say too is make no mistake, if we put the brakes on now, we'll lose all the momentum, because several others are right behind us, particularly Waikato, the Queenstown, Southern Queenstown Lakes, and Bay of Plenty. Can you change the page? Thank you. So more wins. In addition to having a financial incentive to significantly boost attraction activities, we also utilize some of the Screen Canterbury grant to create the Waitaha Screen Story Incubator. So that we've got the attraction piece covered off by attracting the producers to come to the region. We also created an incubator that we got Script to Screen to run. And it was another first of its kind. It was industry-led talent development in a region that was outside of Wellington and Auckland. We incorporated TV, film, and game dev, which is another thing that hasn't been done before. We found that narrative design in game dev had a lot of overlap with writing for TV and film. So 5 projects were chosen for development and mentorship, and all projects that were written are slated to be filmed in Waitaha, Canterbury. So hopefully in the next 3 to 5 years, it's likely that the game and at least 2 projects will be completed. So we're trying to build those stories from within the region that will also be filmed in the region. Can you change the slide? Thank you. Words of caution. It would be easy to say we've succeeded and don't need to keep going at the same pace, but this is far from the truth. The Screen Canterbury NZ was targeted to have at least 100 inquiries per year during 2021 and 2022, which it did, which is great. But when the grant money was exhausted, inquiries immediately fell by 50%. So we cannot assume that producers will come here without a financial incentive. It's very clear, actually, that they probably won't. So we must keep going forward. And after its empirically provable success, we're just kind of sad we have to kind of fight for its life, like, please. Yeah, can you change the slide, please? Thank you. So important points to remember. According to the creative industries think tank Olsberg SPI and their international focus on the screen industry, 60 to 70% of the spend on production is on non-production services. Production visitors are high value, long stay visitors, especially when compared to tourism and major events visitors. Tourism average stay is about 1.5 days. Production spend touches almost every aspect of local businesses, not just hospitality and retail. We've got builders, security, of course, Canterbury crew, catering, there's just long lists. Most councils in the country invest at higher level in short stay, low value visitors, while missing the opportunity to make a greater economic impact with their investment in the high value film visitor segment.
How's progress there, mate?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. How much longer do you think you might be?
Oh, not long. One more slide. Yep. So in conclusion, what we're looking for is reinstatement of the full 1.5 million amount, the Screen Canterbury NZ production grant as an independent line item. I mean, of course, we'd love to see it doubled or tripled, but at this point, we're just going for 1.5. And we want protection of the grant from leadership changes from either Christchurch NZ or the Christchurch City Council by ensuring that the money is utilized strictly as intended through council and grant directives. Yep. So that's what I've got for you.
Thank you very much. That's a very, very clear presentation. Thank you. Thank you indeed. So we haven't got any time for any questions, sorry, but everyone's taken on board what you've presented. So thank you.